Malaga Changdar, Chai Nyor Kudung Deed Media, Kachagan Yang Jog with the Kel, Kapai DH, Ron Kin Dangrau, with the Jandangra with the DH. Nungo Yalar Lanu and Chang Kudung Deed Media, Kakuchang written to walk Kujunova Sudan. And one the local lorry, the Naka analysis, kind of comparisons. Taan taga Dr.Riek Machar katijin yene cha yenje kana feeling of our people. Taan da ne char kana kon today Dr.Riek Machar mente katijin ne kon din try to give up. Tin gwege this is end of Dr.Riek Machar and people have to take back from his support. Chabot support, which are working in Kalaya talk. So, Canadian content feel that politically, take a thing one to walk, we more compared to the situation of Riek Machar today. That walk, the beginning of his success, la leader of the country in which I yen. That walk, there la end. And today, when Barroy positivity, this might be the beginning of his coming to the power. Ko no matter compare ke one to women personalities. Teacher and situation which can situation which are in their countries. And after all, she emerge as the leaders. One can long, but we talk about few of them to talk. Okay. We know Nelson Mandela, well known most of the adult who are amateur South Africa shall liberate white appetite government. So Meko Liberty was in prison for about 27 years. Nearly 3 decades. Ayenka brutal sijin Mitaka Island. Completely charged detached Ganath. To communicate Ganath for 27 years. So Mugu ran there are another one in a Tijin Mijia. She survive Kakora, major country, major bank reality. South Africa need independence. Good independent South African, la black lead country. You know the choice. So no Nelson Mandela. How about course South Africa? Baby to below long again. Lara Geno Chato. So one of the classical example, Mede Kon Nang, Katanda and Take Machar. So, Lady Alula Roy and Koni Machar Kalazinta. No more picture, go take a ticket. So, Bagaya come example, some of political prisoners, Tichuranji and Shoban Lakwar, a country after prison. So, go to Bagaya Diego, I in content take a dot. Riek Machar le la majbo bala kwar ko ne we understood or we are analyze, so we cannot talk complete about particular stories, but baga come some basic information about Ramishiramo. So Kenyam bana right ke check Shego Yala Sansu, Chala Ang Sansu, she was very complicated. A Sheikh Maymar, Michal Buma, that means a Buma at that time. Chal Buma at that time during the communism. Lakin Jabachol Myanmar, that we are hearing today. A country very complicated, you know. who colony of prey, their political culture, a violent. Chago train praying like that. Ke kuni kunguni. So Nyamo should emerge as a strong women, Michu communist system. Michu the status quo of the country under Garmichuan you new win. You new win is a communist and dictator, Myanmar. So you sansu a democratic process you use the country la yan ga jen junta wala ga tijin koruni. So after all, make reality will end, you now election, you sansu you win Myanmar for the first pre-democratic election. It's to read it. So tijin ga one ke. One of the example, take a story. You can go to the story of Myanmar, Muguru Bilingwa, Cheng Muchalang, San Su, a former president of Myanmar. So, be story bija. Again, take on the Wurmula actually Jawaral Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru, a wood Indian, he was the first prime minister of India after independence in 1947. So Nehru, Christo of India, if you go, one of the founder of Indian, make independent can give British to contribute alongside Mahatma Gandhi. The challenges in one you face. Chayen about 9 times. La yan de gatiye. About one. But a gurun. So one gurun to world the age. Gatiye. And finally, to emerge as victorious, she allow work Indian. That's why I say me go read that particular story. Be Indian story be Jack. Nehru was the first prime minister of India. So I'm no historical. Memoro the history Sansu Myanmar. Ti chiran ti chu yolong ka tijini. So Madodian wouldn't like you all Baklab Abel. Baklab Abel take a 40 years between Tiji and Canada. Ruling one. Czechoslovakia, Memo Siase, politician. A period of 40 years, La take a Tiji in Bebarar fighting for the dictatorship metaka Czechoslovakia. So she struggle and Wurumo Manume Cholakwar Chua elect 1989 Chajong Queen 1990 Kachuela the first non-communist leader Dor Machar Czechoslovakia since 1948. Nederia Czechoslovakia were communists, were dictators, were junta, which is a hard struggle, which you emerge as a victorious. Ramadodian, a woman shall Anwar Ibrahim. Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, from Tijin to Prime Minister. So Anwar, one of the classical example, which many problem, Chagapis, Malaysia, under Sultan. Sultan Malaysia was like a kingdom, and they want to shift from monarchy to the republic. Very hard struggle, Kandamanamo. So she win, she lack war through struggle. Tiji ling one guy, I yan long. That take a thing. Ramarodian don't call me woman like Shalo Shimin, Shalo Uncle Ho. Because if you want to talk of Indian, I mean of Vietnam story. Vietnam story, we all Shimin. Can a woman like Shalo when Jap, Gerald Jap, Wundaro. We can the heart of Vietnamese modern story. Ko kare yin ke yin ke French, yin ke Japan, yin ke China, yin ke America kel kana sauce Vietnamese. Run one. So Uncle O chapit like any personality, ke poor family. Manme shom no go on and Chayan along the French, who the story of that particular area, coming into China. It was French colony after the Second World War. You take a story on one which are a mess and Guamo. Korea thin, Vietnam thin, Kangan. So you take interest to containment policies, West, can East. You are okay, so Ho Chi Minh, Yen, Balun, to emerge, to make all Viet Cong. I mean, Viet Minh. Viet Minh, to establish. Viet Minh is like a revolutionary movement for the United of Vietnam. Viet Minh to struggle, we know the story of Viet Minh, which ran Gor under Ho Chi Minh, Kanabon Wenjap. We know the story of Viet Cong. So Taro can be history but Vietnam be just around Ho Chi Minh, Viet Cong, Viet Minh. Part in it. So Michel Ken or Amichel Jen, which is struggle for life, about 50 years, Latega Barar, Manime Vietnam, she emerged as a one country in 1975. But Chakuliwano, to ideology they can native content take care gaje, to Gerald Jap, Tathan, to ideology of United Vietnam, swallow from Tinakan Monument 1975, to America you withdraw, Vietnam try unite. So much on the side gone can noise, two cities, they are separated. And now Vietnam is a stable country under communism. Aramkel Michi Longle, Michi a lot. So Ramarodian Kim De Jong. Kim De Jong, a Korea leader. So Kim Jae struggle, Kokoruni, Bayan, South Korea, Bayan Balun. There was a very brutal leader, Tarmuyalo Pak Chung-yi. Pak Chung-yi, Kim Yanagatin one for the change. A struggle, Ogatian, Ajoirar, Lunjok, a man may succeed. So she South Korea, she take from nowhere to stage of the way we are seeing it now to develop. So, lady in one, Tagar Mula Lich will less a taken, Poland, Lich will less about a struggle for the same change in Poland that we are seeing today. Another adult actually written the whole stories as Joseph is telling me. They talk later Iran struggle for life. La take a pigeon, come a year and Bawara, Balakwar. So, con Nuer society. We have a problem of to accept that in politics is a struggle with death and life. Again, Machar Chatakelo Kon as a leader for about 40 years. And of course, can con Melingo which are Machar Chayin. Jagatijan under enemy. So this is the first time we will be Machar by an enemy, which Mencha Yandor Kajub. And Chakon Chok. So go Chakon Chok, nailing in one to take a low spirit. Someone can say, this is the end of Riek Machar. So now you remain in confusion because this might not be the end. See, a leader like Yange, his people support him. Among together, they emerge victor. The victor of Lady Content can yen. May I long can again be Ramadan and Chayen. Again be a camera. And the only thing I will be in Riek Machar a case, again, kids and Kwan there is a problem that needs to be changed. So whoever now may take a power, may take a long day. May go to change South Sudan. But they're really fighting for that change. So Ramachar, this is the end of Riek Machar. You will think again, your Charo me with ye. Riek Machar may take a thing just in the mercy of the enemy. Take a witness. International community, Tenung Yaga Juba Gamal, Takwa Ladu Bamal, 218 by Yokomi, Qua resuscitate. They are still watching. They are calling for his release. So, no more international contact in terms of politics. Like Kilmo Kono, you internally, Shega Jang and Jang. Jang, they are not animal, they are human. So they cannot die to the Riek Machar, they are American physically. Unless you confuse to the extreme. For they know the consequence. They know what will be the consequence for how many years, how many people will die because of Riek Machar. So this is what they don't want. What we will see, let us wait for all this political struggle that are going internationally, regionally, even internally. But we are still in our position supporting him as the leader. So today, I can talk content in the courage audience. And more importantly, after I'm charged, Machar, and Kalas. Think again. Nyokchar, the legend took the coup and is coming up. The beginning of his success. We call it a day, and thank you.